guys, this is Jay here with Thera Arts, and I just wanted to make another video to discuss my approach to therapy, both online and off, as well as discuss ways to use therapeutic stories. I've put a few of those on my YouTube channel, and those are there for parents, as well as if you don't have kids, but they're really written for parents in mind to either read them to their kids or let them listen and engage them with the stories, interact with them. One of the things that I like to do when I use stories with clients, no matter what age they are, is I like to ask them what they liked about the story, of course what they didn't like about the story, what they would change in the story if they could, and sometimes I ask them if they could write a story that was kind of like it, how would it go? What would they make it more funny? Would they make it more sad? Basically just 5 or 10 questions of engagement with the story, which really lets your kiddo or yourself contemplate, process. It lets your mind work on the story a little bit more than just hearing it the first time. You go somewhat meta towards the story, and maybe even apply it to your own situation. And when these stories are written, and you could obviously write your own stories, but they're written with the problem that you're trying to get help for, whether that help is changing your own choices and your own physical things in real life, or whether the help is just coming to a new understanding by maybe your subconscious starting to see new connections about the story, contemplate new possibilities that you could engage in with your problem. So that's the main reason for the stories, and the main way that they work. Also, if there's extreme negative reactions to a story, there's usually a reason for that too. Sometimes the stories might be written a little too much. Recognize the client may, or you yourself may recognize yourself in the story a little bit too much, and I think that kind of shuts people down from thinking about the story and how they could apply it to their life. And I'll be talking more about stories as I keep adding more videos. I'd like to take a couple more minutes just to talk about my approach to counseling, whether it's online or off, and the therapeutic frameworks that I feel are most valuable. I would say that the majority of my intervention is focused at the cognitive behavioral level, as well as some solution focused behavioral. It kind of depends on what I feel like the client is the most open to with what I like to use. But those would be the main three. Also, I've started integrating more mindfulness, which is something I was doing before I learned about acceptance and commitment therapy, which is a ACT therapy, and it has a lot of mindfulness integrated into it, as well as other psychological concepts. And I did a book review on it if you're interested in learning about it more. And my approach is basically client engagement, I'm not a sit back counselor who just sits back and lets you develop your own. I feel like I'm in the counseling process with you. I don't like there to be any sort of perceived authority. I mean, that's not always the case with kids and teenagers, but as far as with young adults and older adults, I don't ever want you to feel like I somehow know more than you. I mean, although there may be things that I know, and there may be a lot of things that you don't know, and vice versa. But I don't feel like that. I really want to meet clients on an equal playing field, where it's not here and here, but it's both people are right here, level. I think all good relationships are that way. The other thing that I would say that characterizes my approach is just I don't like throwing a lot of homework for clients to do. I mean, my experience with that is most of the time, if homework would have helped, people probably wouldn't even be in the situation that they're in. They would have read a book and got it done. But I do like to keep the therapy process creative and entertaining, whether we utilize art or music or poetry or readings or something like that, or therapeutic stories. I feel like that gives kind of a different level of being able to process your problems almost less in a verbal way and more in a non-verbal way, which especially helps a lot with kids, but it also helps with adults. So, and my dog is barking again. So rather than go out there and chastise him again, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this video off. And thank you for watching the video, and I encourage you to take a look at the website and watch some of my other videos and sign up for my newsletter. And would love to have you as a client. And he's such a good dog. I wonder how loud that'll be in this video whenever I process it and everything. And I thought he stopped, but he didn't. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and if I can help you out with anything, please let me know. Send me an email. I know this is a really tough time for everybody. It's changed so many people's lives. I don't know of hardly anyone that hasn't had some effects from this virus that we're dealing with. So anyway, if I can help you, send me an email, sign up for the newsletter, try out a free week of coaching, just whatever you'd like to do. And please like and subscribe, and be safe out there. Thanks. Have a great day.